Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to the video. Today I have some battle tips to share with you, and I figured because I'm always giving the tip of, okay, what you need to do is you need to find the chest with the best stuff humanly possible in battle or Hunger Games. That is how you can increase your chance of winning. But I never really clarified what the best stuff you can find is, so I figured why not compile it all into a top 5 list and let you know what the top 5 best items found in battle or Hunger Games in today's video is. So hopefully you all do enjoy this. If you do, like the video, let me know because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like these sorts of videos. Again, I like the top 5s personally, but if you do too, liking the video is the best way to be low. But with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start by just explaining that in the background, that's YouTube comments about a house. It's a mess. Just you know, think it's a piece of art for now. But yeah, with that said, let's move to the 5th of the you know, the best items you can find is, and in my opinion, it has to be the chests which are filled with splash potions of harming. So if you don't know the way you know, like actual chests are distributed in Minecraft or in battle, I should say, they're actually distributed based on classes to some extent. So you know, there's a class for like a ranger, or there's a class for like a swordsman or something like that. But one of the classes you actually can find is the potion brewer. So usually you'll find at least 3 or 4 harming potions, as well as, you know, sometimes a poison potion and a weakness potion, and this is actually one of the most powerful things you can find, and it's one of the best ways to equalize the game, because even with just 4 potions of harming, I can destroy someone who has a serious amount of armor and a decent weapon, as long as I can position these 4 shots just right. To show you what I mean by that, let's put on our best armor humanly possible. This is better than any armor found in battle, and it's the best armor in the game. It reduces damage by 96%, except it doesn't reduce damage done by splash potions. So just like this, you can see I've gone down to you know, 3.5 hearts just like that, despite wearing the very best armor in the game. If someone had a wooden sword, it would take them like 15-20 hits to do that, but that's just happened right there in you know, 3 potions, and if I'd thrown the 4th one, I probably could have killed myself. So yeah, pro tip right here, splash potion of harming has to be the 5th best item in the game, because throwing 3 or 4 of them in rapid succession and hitting all 4, it's a skill shot and it's a risky one, but you can kill people with much better stuff than you, and I think it's a great equalizer, and that's why it has to be the 5th best item in the game in my opinion. But it's not as good as the 4th best, as one might predict by the way numbers and rankings work, because the 4th best has to be a power 1 bow. So I think bows in general in a battle are pretty handy. You know, finding bows, finding arrows, being able to shoot people, really, really useful stuff, because most weapons, again with the exception of potions and stuff, are close range, and it means that when you get into close range, it's kind of just who has the better weapon, who's fighting better, that's how you win the fight. But if you can keep people at range, then you don't actually need to care about their weapon. They could have the very best weapon in the game, a stone sword by the way, they could have the very best weapon in the game, but as long as you can keep them away from you, it doesn't matter how much armor and stuff they have, because you just have to hit them how many times it is. And the power 1 bow is extra good, because if you don't know, it increases the damage of the bow by 25%, and given that a fully drawn back bow will almost kill people in 2 hits anyway, this means that using a power 1 bow, even if they have light armor on, you can kill someone in just 2 fully drawn back bow hits like that. So if someone's all the way across the map, let's say they're at that door over there, you can just fire 2 arrows, and if you can hit both of them, well, I didn't hit that first one, but if you can hit 2 arrows across map at a distance, then you can destroy someone pretty easily. So yeah, pro tip, using the bow is really, really good. The only downside is obviously there is some element of like, okay, 1, you need to be able to aim, 2, you need to be able to use the connection, and 3, there's a little bit of variance to them. So even though it is a ranged weapon, the best of the ranged weapons, if you go to the serious ranges you do find usually, there's just you know, there's this I think it's called drift factor. It's like you know, it's almost as much as a skeleton's drift. Basically, if you fire an arrow twice at the same time in the same pull, you'll see how you get a slightly different result both times. It's not too much, but it is enough to maybe make you miss a shot, and that's why they're not the very, very best, but they are seriously strong, and they're one of the items you want to have, again, alongside these potions. Moving on to the 3rd best item in battle, it is actually the potion of strength or the potion of swiftness. I'd say speed and swiftness together are pretty good, but having just one of these things, even though it only lasts for 20 seconds, it's so strong. So why is that? So first of all, let's clarify that 130% extra strength is so strong. It means that your wooden sword, as opposed to being, you know, a decent amount worse than a stone sword of fire aspect, becomes literally almost double as good as theirs. So pretty good strength potion, even though it only lasts for 10 seconds. If you drink this just before combat, you will win that fight in 99% of the time. So yeah, strength potion is just the win the fight potion, and a speed potion means that 1, you can go in and out as you please. You know, if you run away like this, they can't chase you. But 2, it gives you the benefit of when you hit something, so there's a rainbow sheep over there, when you hit something with speed on, it gets an extra 20% knockback. So as you can see, I'm going to sprint right into this sheep, and I'm going to show you just how far back we can knock it, and that's enough to knock someone off the edge into lava, that's enough to knock someone off the top of the pyramid on temple, and just in general, speed potion's really handy. Speed and strength means that people can't escape you, and you can win a fight, and having both these things combined, or really either of them, but both are pretty good by themselves, it it just has to be amazing, and that's why they're number 3 here. So let's put this back right now. I could probably attack something, but let's put this back for now and move on to the next one, which will have to be the armor, because having diamond armor, you can find, I believe, leggings, boots, and the chest plate, but only the chest plate will ever be enchanted with protection. But yeah, if you have all 3 pieces of the armor, or even just one of them, and normal armor, so let's say you have gold armor with a diamond chest plate, you have a serious advantage. People don't think about this, but the difference between a wooden sword and a stone sword, it's 1 attack damage. Let me show you this in the chest. So yeah, the difference between a stone sword and a wooden sword is 1 attack damage, even though that's kind of a big deal. I mean, this is a regular wooden sword, but it's 1 attack damage, so it's a 25% bonus. But if you have like a 75% bonus to your armor, like I do right now, that means that people have to hit you 4 times as much, essentially meaning that your weapon is 4 times more powerful. It's weird the way you work that out, but it means that instead of having 4 versus 5 damage like you might expect, you essentially have 16 damage versus their 5 damage. And yeah, having good armor, it's something a lot of people don't realize, but good armor will win fights more often than a good weapon, as long as you have a weapon whatsoever. So yeah, if you have a wooden pickaxe versus someone's stone sword, if you have enough armor, you can still win that fight, even if you hit each other the same number of times, and that's why armor is amazing. So yeah, find yourself some armor. If it's diamond, or if you see someone with diamond, you really want that. Diamond armor is definitely the best. So yeah, with that said, let's move on to the very best item in battle, in my opinion, and you can probably guess what it is, because I mentioned it's the best weapon. It is the stone sword with fire aspect on it. So why is this weapon so powerful? So it has fire aspect 1, by the way, but yeah, the reason this weapon is so powerful is because it's one of only 2 weapons that does 5 attack damage, which again is not quite as important as armor, but when you combine this with any degree of any other stuff found here, with a good bow, with good armor, with a potion, you will just destroy people, because the fire damage that this actually does, like the damage from harming, will go straight through armor. So even if you're only hitting people for 1 heart, then you hit them for 1.5 hearts with fire damage, and that means that with just a few well-timed hits, you hit, you run back, you hit, you run back, you hit, you run back, you hit, and they're suddenly dead from the fire damage. And it's that fast, and that sounds ridiculous, but that's in the worst case scenario where they have insane armor. Bear in mind, most of the time, you're going to hit someone, you're going to hit someone, you're going to hit someone, and then they'll just die from the fire damage right there. It's so insanely powerful, and it's intimidating, because people don't like being set on fire. Fun fact for life, by the way. And basically, yeah, this makes it the very best time in the game, because when you have a weapon like this, people know you have the most powerful weapon in the game, and, when you combine this with literally anything else found here, you can do some really cool stuff. So yeah, that is why the stone sword of fire aspect is the very best weapon in battle, and when you do find this, usually not in the center chest, although it's basically a free win when you do that, you've got some pretty good stuff going on there. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy this video, talking about the best weapons in battle. Hopefully it does, inspire you to be like, now I know, don't go for the potions of healing. It doesn't really do too much compared to the swiftness potion, or don't go for the poison potion. It really sucks compared to harming, which, it seems counterintuitive, but that's actually how things go. And one more thing for end the video, because it is a fun little fact, just in case you're like, Toy Cat, I don't think I learned anything there. Here's a fun fact you might not have known. You actually can get critical hits using bows if you're in midair when the thing hits. So just like that. Okay, wait. There. We have to be falling as we're doing it, but yeah, you can get critical hits with bows. That's a fun little fact you might not know. But yeah, with that said, hope you did all enjoy today's video. If you did like it, like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot, and lets me know you did like the video. I think it might be like almost weird PC little bugs, because I know for a fact you can do it on the PC. But either way, I hope you did enjoy today's video. Like the video if you did like it, share if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching. Here's me using a potion of strength and a stone sword, by the way, just to prove a point, and goodbye.